Welcome to part two of whatever this was. I'm kind of cooking something over here, but I would like to begin with how we started last time. Well, like this one, but I want to begin by mentioning how I talked about breathing and and how if you're doing it correctly, you should be yawning less, if not at all. And if you do yawn, you should be yawning with your nose. And well, I've been starting some things, some other places. I've been trying to get accustomed to a different area, and it's it's kind of funny, but like there's not a lot I can do to explain what's going on right now because there's not a lot to explain, right? I'm glad everybody's around and doing their thing and trying to have some sort of life to go around, and it's a fun thing to have, to be able to experience and know. But I've been going through some stuff, and I hurt my hand the other day and almost lost a thumb. But it's not. I mean, my body's supposed to be able to heal that, so I'm just been trying to like rest and recuperate. But yeah, my attention's been seeing what the actions I've taken in the directions I have is showing me a lot of stuff, and I appreciate the the opportunities I've been given by having come up to be able to use this device to like explain, or how do you say, have moments like these. But at the same time, I'm seeing that well, there's a lot going on when it comes to the language that I speak, because of how my parents come from a very different background than the language I'm learning. And well, it's kind of strange sometimes because of how I've noticed that it seems like my mind got split into two people whenever that happened. And I know English pretty well, and when I bring it up to my family or to my my Spanish side of things, it's like they like to keep living in their language. And well, like it's kind of interesting to experience, because I've been like explaining to them things that have been going around, or things that have been happening around these parts and this area of where we live and stuff. And well, then they see it as some sort of problem, and and I get into arguments with them, and like they send me somewhere, and like they put me on psychiatric holds, and then they label me with psychosis or whatnot. But I just keep trying to explain to them that they're not listening to my side of things, and they're just being very stubborn. And well, yeah, I mean, I'm seeing that there's a lot to do around here, and they could help me, but they're so set in their ways, and they tell themselves that I have nothing to give, or something, that I'm supposed to be looking for something more. But I mean, I could always use their help with my art and stuff, and make my music more personal. Like I can make music very close to what some people would like, but the process to do that would involve me having to bring them in even more, and try to, well, understand what sounds they prefer, or how what direction they would want instruments to be taken, and what I mean, yeah, I mean it's cool and all, but they're still as worried about, well, their financial needs as anybody, and during all that, well, they couldn't see how I'm giving them the answer, and they're still trying to win the lottery, and I'm telling them that if they just help me. But I mean, it's just, maybe it's not as, maybe I'm not maybe I'm not as sure about what I'm telling them as I could be, but I know that I've been, well, helping a lot with everything that I'm doing, but when it comes down to getting hurt and not being able to do anything else because of how, well, yeah, you could get imprisoned, or or be, well, yeah, you could be, people could make up stories about you, and you could end up having a bad reputation, and nobody believes you, and it's just I'm here trying to show them that I'm capable. Like, I don't need their help. Even though I would appreciate it, but I can do this on my own, but on my own isn't as on my own as I would want it to be. Like, everybody is around here helping, and my chilies might be burning, but I have them on foil, and they should be fine right now. But there's a bit of resistance that comes with the whole idea that I have, and where I am trying to, well, add to the next part of what I was on last, or the thing, everything that I had mentioned last time is still in the air. I mean, it's a whole video, and I'm here for the second part, and like I said about the whole breathing thing, it's really important. It'll help everybody, and it's almost a superpower. You can practice a lot of your abilities to a very extreme extent. Like, you can stretch your lungs, you can well, work out your stomach, and, well, you can practice your brain, and have more capacity for the things that you put into it, and you'll see where it could take you, and how many people ignore all that stuff, and they'd rather do something very simple, and well, yeah, I mean, it's cool and all that. I like being able to accomplish stuff that'll will give me credit in that sense that they're asking for, and how I can live longer if I help in these areas, and if I could, well, study further the necessities that I have, and nutrients that I should be receiving, and I might fall a bit ill sometimes, but it's nothing compared to what's possible. And here I am making a video real quickly, just while I'm waiting for some stuffed chilies to finish making, and well, it's gonna be very tedious this time here, while I'm still practicing everything else that I can, and my friend's working as hard as he can. He's doing his thing. He's out there, and he's trying to bring in his his life, and he's sharing it with me, and he's letting me live here in his home, and giving me opportunities to, well, to accumulate that income that I'm told I should have, and well, as I receive it, well, I get hurt, and then the ability to go do that work, it becomes more difficult, and so I'm supposed to be able to do something else. What should I do? I'm just gonna make a quick stop here, and have the information of put down of what I was trying to finish saying, because yeah, it's if we're yawning wrong, and we could be doing, well, not yawning, you shouldn't be yawning. uh, well, yeah, you'll see what I was talking about, and how there's a lot of information to know that will help the the outcome of your future and our future. And while I'm gonna maybe have a moment to to recollect the well the things I've been hearing, and recollect everything I've heard and seen again, and everybody's getting informed about these things while they're focused in their workplace, and what they're doing, and maybe still aspiring to be something in the future, and have well, talents, and have fun while they're trying to figure out life, and yeah, it'll come down to well, how the the interactions between us, and the in-person, well, in-person in-person care, and in-person decision making, and how we get along. I mean, it's all a part of the making this thing a bit of more of a, and of making everything more enjoyable, and we can. So while I'm practicing my speech, and trying to, or hopefully it gets to a point to where I can, well, talk about more things in a more fluid way, that more fluid form than I can at the moment, while I'm watching my chili smoke up the house. But I'm I'm gonna have to come back and say this again, maybe, but for now, this recording at the moment is kind of enough. But I'm gonna, well, I'm gonna have to revise what I did here, and if I agree with everything, if I'm not looking to, oh look, I got one of those bracelets. But, well, anyways, I'm gonna finish the video here, and hopefully add to the parts that I'm gonna be releasing it as of having my channel, or having this having this this thoughtful process that I'm, yeah, having this. Yeah, it's a lot to go in, and I'm kind of hungry at the moment, so I'm gonna eat something. But well, whenever this goes, it's not supposed to be. Oh, it's good. It's good. It can help everybody so much, and hopefully everybody's understanding what I've been saying, and you've been yawning less, and maybe at some point not even yawn at all. But there's there's gonna be some time that I need to have to be able to go in the directions that will that are important, and the importance is everywhere. And I'm glad that I can think about what I'm doing, and how it's possible to even be me. You know, like I'm glad that I'm seeing what I am sometimes, but at the same time, I can't let that will supersede the what can still happen and what's happened before. And so, in that light, everybody should be breathing a bit better, and being able to well be a bit closer to the explanations that I've been giving, while I'm watching everybody else also. Well, everybody else is having a pretty cool time, saying a lot of stuff, and it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm gonna have to keep watching, and I'm still making that music, and the music holds a lot of my memories, and well, as I'm watching all these other instrument bands, or all these other people make their music, well, I could use a bit of inspiration from them too, because like I'm I've been how do you say I've been avoiding a good bit of music so I can focus on making what I was making, but it's become a bit of like, how do you say, I could maybe well start introducing again the creativity of others into my art, but I'm still looking for that place to be, and that wondering of why all these beautiful artists and people are struggling so much when we clearly like put out our intentions out, and well, it's going, and I'm here walking with you, and I'm wearing these earphones, and because I have pretty good hearing, but they're also just they've been help. They're pretty cool earphones here. But anyways, it's been almost 20 minutes, so here I'm gonna have to get to the food I'm making here, and it's gonna be so good, bro. I love making food. It's so good, but how can I invite people for a meal, and it's gonna add to my world more, and there's a lot of people out there, and they could have more than I. Where am I going with this? But here we are again, and I'm glad everybody's adding and trying, and are having moments where they can also see how alive we are, and I'm all this stuff, all this technology has been very recent, and with how recent it is, I mean, everybody's very novice, and we're all having a interesting time to figure out everything that's happening, and being able to get better at using what we do, and we'll just be very conscious of everything you bring into to help you, and you'll be able to use the tools you have to help with the work that you're doing, and make your job easier, and have more time to play somewhere else, and just, well, yeah, where you put that time is very necessary, or can be very necessary, and how we perceive the situation we're in will help people and and the future that's coming, and everybody else who's been trying to uh to uh to be here with us, and some people are a bit there's a there's communities out there that are, oh yeah, looking to feel a bit more alive and have the conversations that we can have, and and yeah, there's a lot to go around here, and well, hopefully everybody's taking care of themselves and and making their person stronger so they can, well, have more strength, have more strength in all those areas, and well, while I try to, while I'm here looking for looking for the 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 outro of this video, um I want to put out more music that can show the effort that I put into to practicing like everybody else, and I want to see everybody else's practice, and I'm sure we'd become very strong people. We'd be very we'd become superheroes around here, where we're all capable of perfecting our art to the point where it becomes phenomenal, or how do you say, it becomes extraordinarily, well, how do you say, incomparable. There's people do their own thing, and everybody has a unique way of doing things, and their their creations will be so them, and well, as much as I'm I'm as much as I can wait, there there's I don't have to, like, everything's happening, and while I'm waiting, there's no telling what other actions are being taken while I'm here. So while I get back to my chilies that are probably already well done, I'm gonna have to try to finish this now, and I appreciate the tuning in and the preserving of your person, and how there's a lot to go into when you can when you can see people, see others, and yeah, I'll be back again another time.